Good morning, students. So we are going to discuss about design of transformers in this class in the subject design of electrical apparatus. So already we have completed the output equation of transformers. So anyhow, I want to give a quick recap of this output equation of single phase and three phase transformers. So you know the construction of core and shell type of transformer. So this is core type of transformer and it is shell type of transformer. So this blank space represents core and this is winding, low voltage winding inside, and outer is the high voltage winding. And so this is the space available for the window. So this space is represented as window area. So actually this space represents window area and this is winding area. Okay. So here again, so this is window area. So this is also window area. So the winding occupied is only with this area. Okay, so winding area is different from that of the window area. The window dimensions are width of the window WW and height of the window HW. Here also width of the window and height of the window. Okay. So you know the basic equation of EMF equation of transformer 4.44 5 F into T volts. So EMF per turn. So in the design of transformer we will keep this EMF per turn always. So you are taking this T to the denominator, so it is EMF per turn. So it is 4.44 F into 5 volts. Okay. So then this window space factor, because in the available window area, the whole window area is not going to be occupied by the winding. So we are going to define the ratio. This is the conductor area. This window space factor is the KW, is the ratio between conductor area in the window and total area of the window. Window area is AW, conductor area is AC. So from this you are getting this conductor area in the window is KW AW. Okay, this window space factor KW we usually assume the value of 0.9 while solving the problem. Okay. So then the current density in both the windings, we are going to assume the same. So the current density is current per area. So it is primary current per area of primary winding, and this is secondary current and area of the secondary cross-section area of the secondary conductors. So area of cross-section of the primary conductor and secondary conductor is defined IP by delta for primary side, and for secondary side it is IS by delta from this equation. Delta value we used to assume. Okay. So then the ampere turns you can define with respect to primary side or with respect to secondary side. So it is IPTP or ISTS. So from this we are calculating the total copper area in the window AC. We are going to calculate. Okay. So copper area is area of the cross section of the conductor and number of turns. So it is TP AP plus TS AS. So for AP and AS we are substituting in terms of current density. So it is IP by delta, here IS by delta. Okay. So then we are taking this delta in the denominator as a common factor, so 1 by delta. So you will be getting TPAP plus TSAS. So both we have assumed same. So it is 280. Okay, so 280 by delta. Already you know the copper area in the window is KW AW. So we are going to equate these two equations. This is also the equation for copper area in the window. So that is 280 by delta. That is also equal to KW AW from the dimensions of the window. Okay. So that the ampere turns now is KW AW divided by 2 multiplied with this delta. So this is the ampere turn equation. Then we are going to derive the output equation, KV rating equation of the transformer. So you know for a single phase transformer, kVA rating is VPIP in 10 to the power minus 3 per kilo. Okay, so it is also equal to EPIP. Since we are assuming this VP is equal to EP, so EPIP in 10 to the power minus 3. So then we are writing this equation as EMF per turn. So it is EP by TP. So we are, or you can say you are multiplying and dividing this equation with TP. So this will become EMF per turn in the primary side. Okay, so ET, and this TPIP is the ampere turns. So it is AT into 10 to the power minus 3. So ET equation already you are having. EMF per turn is 4.445 into FM. So this is the equation for ET, and ampere turns equation just now we have derived. It is kWAW delta by 2. So kWAW delta by 2 and 10 to the power minus 3. Okay. So this we are reducing. So it is 2.225 into FM kWAW into delta into 10 to the power minus 3. Okay. So you can write this flux in terms of flux density into area. Flux density is flux per area. So phi n is Bm into An. So we are writing in terms of flux density. Usually in the problem, flux density may be given. Okay. So this is the output equation of single phase transformer. Same technique is going to be applied to three-phase transformer. So as per the construction is concerned, one more window will be added to a three-phase transformer, so that 3 legs will be formed now. So here again one more window will be added. Okay. So by keeping this in mind, so you can derive the output equation of three-phase transformer. Okay. So you know the equation 4.445 F into T, and EMF per turn again 4.44 into 5 into FM, and conductor area will be the same, AC by this KW is window space factor is conductor area by total area in the window, AC by AW, so that the conductor area is KW as in the previous problem. So again the current densities are the same. Ampere turns is equal to, it is both same at both sides. So here only thing two number of windows will be there. So the conductor copper area or conductor area in the window is 2 times of the window area as considered in single phase transformer. It is 2 times. Okay, so 2 times APTP plus 2 times ASTS. So only one more window is get added. In a single phase transformer, it will be only one window area for primary winding and one for secondary winding. But in a three-phase transformer, it is 2 times as compared to the single-phase transformer. So after substituting everything, so you will be getting 4 into AT by delta. Whereas in a single-phase transformer, it is only 2 into AT by delta. So here one more window is get added. So it is 2 times of which is obtained in the single-phase transformer. So it is 4 into AT by delta. Okay. So this is also equal to kWAW. So from this you are getting for ampere turns. And keep this equation. Then the output equation of three-phase transformer is 3 times of volt ampere per phase multiplied with this 10 power minus 3. So it is 3 VPIP or 3 EPIP. So again multiply and divide this equation with TP, so that it is ampere per turn, EMF per turn. So it is ET. So this is ampere turn. So you are substituting the equation for ampere turn and ET from the previously derived equations. So it is 3 into EMF per turn is 4.44, 5 into FM, and ampere turn for this transformer is, so we have already obtained this equation. So it is kWAW into delta by 4. So kWAW into delta by 4 into 10 to the power minus 3. So this 4 and no, it will become 1.11 multiplied with this 3.33. Okay. So this equation is very similar to that of the single phase transformer equation, output equation, except wherein in a single phase transformer this factor is 2.22, in a three phase transformer it is 3.33. So that you can easily keep it in mind. Okay. So this is the output equation of single phase and three phase transformer. EMF per turn Next topic we are going to discuss about the EMF per turn. So already you know all these equations. Okay. So another factor we are defining here, ratio of specific magnetic and electric loading. So magnetic loading in terms of Im, electric loading in terms of ampere turns. kVA per phase, you know it is Vp, Ip in 10 to the power minus 3 is the kVA. And you know this equation, Vp Ip is 4.44 pi f m into Tp Ip into 10 to the power minus 3. So this is the EMF equation, conventional EMF equation multiplied with this Ip into 10 to the power minus 3. So we have assumed Vp is equal to Vp. So this is the EMF equation. The equation substituted for Vp is the EMF equation. Okay. So that it is ampere turns. Okay, so ampere turns we are substituting in terms of this magnetic and electric loading. So it is the electric loading, so it will be magnetic loading divided phi m by r. So we are substituting for the ampere turn as phi m by r. So that it will become phi m square. So you are taking out this phi m square. So that it will become q into r divided by these factors. So phi m you are getting this particular value. So you know this EMF per turn is 4.44 F into phi m. Okay. So for phi m, you are substituting from this equation 4.44 F into phi m in terms of this loadings. Okay. So it is QR in 10 to the power minus, into 10 to the power 3 divided by this particular value. So that, so square root of, no? So 1 square root of 4.44 F will get cancelled from the denominator. And in the numerator, it will become 4.44 into F. Okay, so F R is there and Q into 10 to the power 3. So 10 to the power 3 is kept over here and this is Q. Okay, so this factor we are going to assume is K. So K into Q. K is 4.44 FR into 10 to the power 3. Okay. So that is also equal to, for R you can substitute pi m by 80. So it is pi m by 80. So this is the factor K. Okay. So EMF pattern can also be calculated by using this equation also. So it depends upon the parameter given in the problem. You can use the appropriate equations. Okay. So that this value of K for different types of transformer is given in this table. So go through this table also, single phase, shell type and core type transformer. The range is given, and for three phase shell type and core type transformer. In core type transformer, actually shell type transformer is a low voltage transformer, and core type transformer is a high voltage transformer which will be used in distribution and power transformer applications. So whereas this factor of K will be within this particular values. So these are about the output equation and EMF per turn equation of a single phase and three phase transformer. So in this EMF per turn equation, one thing you have to note down, for a single phase transformer, this K is going to be same for both single phase and three phase transformer. Only this Q is, in case of single phase transformer, you have to substitute the output equation of single phase transformer here. For a three phase transformer, to calculate this EMF per turn, you have to substitute the output equation of three phase transformer over here. Okay. So that you can calculate this EMF per turn of single phase and three phase transformer by using this particular equation also. So depends upon the problem, the given data and the parameter to be found out. So you have to substitute the appropriate equations to solve the problem. Okay. Thank you, students. In the next class, we will discuss about design of cores of a transformer. Thank you for listening to the class. If you have any doubt, you can text through this YouTube video or the Moodle website. In the discussion forum, you can discuss whatever the doubt arises. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for listening.